Have you ever wondered what it was like being homeless in the Middle Ages? Maybe raising an army of peasants to create communism, littering the continent with your inbred offspring, or accidentally collapsing the entire Byzantine Empire? Well, my friend, then welcome to Hobo Simulator 3. Because today, Paradox has sponsored me to spread the greatness of poverty through the newest Crusader Kings DLC, where today we're going to be taking a criminally insane hermit from homeless knife fighter to the title of Emperor. With one catch, our character has no land and is immortal. So welcome to Crusader Kings 3. Say hello and goodbye to the man in front of us because he was my test dummy for the original run of this, and he didn't fare very well. Because recently added into the game, if we go into new game over here, you can ignore all these loser character nobodies, and we can head into creating our own character, because there is now a new option in the game to play as landless rulers. These guys are basically like mercenary caravans that travel all over and get into all kinds of wacky mystery gang hijinks, and we're just gonna pick any one of them because we're going to immediately kill them and turn them into someone else. Now give me a couple minutes to make the greatest character of all time. So allow me to introduce you to Emperor Flopsus Aurelius, because today we're going to form the Roman Empire, but with a catch. Normally in Crusader Kings 3, if you die, you continue on as your heir, but Emperor Flopsus has no heirs, and he never will, for he is immortal. Now, contrary to the name, this only prevents him from dying from old age, but dying to anything else is completely fair game, meaning that if we die, the entire bloodline is lost. The only things we have going for us are 3 traits and a really good education, and the cost of that is being a possessed, paranoid lunatic. But fortunately, we're starting in a place with people just like us. Welcome to France. As a landless noble, we get to travel the entire world in search of quests and all kinds of wacky hijinks to get up to, and people to probably kill. So over here, you can already see that I have a whole bunch of quests over here. We could steal some stuff. Some are criminal contracts, some are very civil ones. All of these are criminal contracts. But the first thing that I am going to do is come over here and start our camp purpose, and we are going to become scholars. Something I may not have made entirely clear is that Emperor Flopus is Geo-Martian, also known as a form of Zoroastrianism. Even the game recognizes that he is completely insane. The next thing we have to do is choose our lifestyle, and because Flopsus is a great man of religion, we can go through learning. Having no land and being in poverty does give us different perks as well as different focuses on the left side that are more geared towards caravan stuff. But above all else, we do really want to get whole of body as well as healthy in order to just get some health bonuses, because we do start as pretty weak. Not to mention that I do have 0 prowess skill, so when Flops eventually starts yelling at some homeless person in the streets and gets into a knife fight, I think he will die. But the main way that we're trying to make money is to come over here and do these contracts. So this is a contract to escort someone, so we can accept this, and then we can pledge to transport this guy all the ways to the Kaiser of the Holy Roman Emperor. Why are you choosing Flopsus for this? Well, it's gonna take us about 4 months because we suck ass, but I'm sure it will be fine. We're less than a week into the journey, and Flopsus finds a tombstone and immediately thinks, hey, we could rob this for money. Okay, we actually successfully navigated them all the ways to the Kaiser's capital over here, and they didn't catch on fire and burn. The next thing we can do is come over here and do another quest to transcribe some text, so we could just walk over here. So because we have absolutely terrible stats, we actually get a chance to increase our stats permanently because of all of these quests. Because I'm trying to stay, oh my god, look at his nose. It's literally indented from his eyes. Our quest right now is to beg from Count Friedrich because we are so broke, but the problem is when we actually go and try and do the task, you can see that we need to fill all of these agent slots. And because we have absolutely no one else in our camp right now, actually I forgot that our religion allows concubines, which gives me an idea. What we could actually do at the camp over here is visit the castle holding, and that is going to let us explore a little. So first we can mingle with the locals, and this is actually a very important event because if you go to mind hearing a story or two, you actually gain a chance to permanently increase some of your skills. You can see we could permanently increase our diplomacy potentially. Then if we go over here to the castle, we can visit the local training grounds, and that will allow us to spend a little bit of money to actually increase our prowess. So that is gonna bring us up to Well, base 1 prowess, but I think we lose prowess from literally everything we have. And ladies and gentlemen, I think we have found our very first concubine. She is Catholic, but we can change that. Welcome to the camp, hike. And then we could also try and seduce this random lady with, oh my god, she's 72. She's exactly your type. There we go. We charmed her with our advances. What happened to her eyes? Oh, those are glasses. So let's come over here and just continue completing quests. So I will come over here and complete another escort quest. Wait a minute. We found a potentially poisonous rash, so let's just let someone else eat it. And they got sick. Wait, now I'm being attacked by ravens. Okay, good. Come on back here, Hike. You could do it. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't think she's happy about that. Oh my god. Okay, now we just got an ability because we are completely insane. We're gonna listen to this. Who are these true god masters? I'm convinced that we worship Cthulhu right now. This is actually disgusting. We're getting confronted by a guy over here who's trying to extort us. And, you know what? I could try to fight him off myself, but I think I should sick the 72-year-old woman on him. Wait, she's actually a tank. She beat the crap out of all the bandits. We are actually slowly getting a bit of a horde of people as followers. We got 4 so far. They're all women. I think Floppus only accepts women as followers. So we could come over here and try to appoint a whole bunch of people. We can appoint Rick Wara as our personal physician. Everyone hates us because of our faith, and to be honest, I really can't blame them. So whenever we don't have any more contracts that we can easily do, we can just go ahead and pack up our camp and move somewhere else. So we'll just come all the ways over to Bohemia, and that will pretty much solve that. Also, it looks like someone is dying to an avalanche. Oh, my courtier. I'm just gonna let them get hit by the avalanche. Well, there goes my caravan master. And Flops is already back on the books. What? I got an event, Eyes in the Night. A man-eating beast has struck. As long as it doesn't eat anyone important. Outcome 1, it did not. Outcome 2, it did. One of the things that we can do, though, while we are traveling is actually head over to renowned areas. So you can see that over here, this is the capital of Bohemia, and we'll get 200 stewardship lifestyle experience just for visiting. There is a ton of these locations all around. So we have Cacao over here. We have Golsar, a mining settlement for some stewardship. We have another mining settlement over here, and all kinds of other locations that if we come over to them, for example, all of these random castles here in the United Kingdom, Britain area, we will get a ton of experience just for trying to explore all around the map. So every time we move, I basically am just going to always go to the local castle, have a training session to increase our prowess, and eventually, see, we're already up to 3. Eventually, we are going to turn this craven, super cowardly, paranoid, just insane person into the strongest Hulk Hogan in all of Europe. He is also quite the charmer as he walks up to women and says, do you fish? Because you have me hooked. And it worked. Take notes, gentlemen. If you're single and you use that line, you shouldn't be for long. Again, the other thing we want to do is continuously hear stories from people to get that chance to increase our diplomacy. And even if we don't get the chance to increase it, we do get a generally like +5 or something like that to get more diplomacy anyways. And the last thing we can do in the towns is come over to the town crier in order to get a bunch of a treasure map contract. Everyone in my caravan is injured. I just keep messing things up. I get the chance to either take things on myself, maybe I'll die. Many entourage members will drown. Nah, I trust whoever's piloting. Okay, someone drowned. Well, it wasn't me. And everyone in my caravan does not like me. Everyone's insane and they don't like me. Yeah, they're the insane ones, not me. Also, where are we going? We're sailing all the ways to the British Isles. Well, now we get to do a mission where we are performing in a play. So let's bring the whole squad in here. Typical Emperor Flopsis walks into a tent. Oh, there's a wolf in there. Yeah, I'm gonna get a new tent. We are rapidly gaining a lot of these innovation things. So we are getting trade experience for traveling, and eventually we'll get scholar, which is really, really good. Well, the bad part about having all of these traits is that anytime I hire someone, my guy is so paranoid, he gets a critical stress break. I mean, to be fair, this guy does not look very trustworthy. And now if all of this weren't bad enough, we are going to become a flagellant to reduce our stress, which technically worked. All right, it's the big day of the play, and finally we can go ahead and execute. We'll leverage our advantages, 80% chance of success. Oh my God, everyone loves him. Now, I know the earldom of Gloucestershire God, the UK really is a joke. We can come over here and do a request interaction with the Earl because we performed a task for him. What this essentially means is that I am going to blackmail him for money. We do need to get rid of some of this stress so we can try and plan a big old hunt. Well, we completely failed the hunt, but on the bright side, our stress is a bit lower. So we're at the end of our learning tree here to get Scholar, and eventually we really just want to try and go down as many of these paths as possible because eventually, we could get most of them. It is the benefit of being immortal. So we are going to switch over to bartering in order to get a camp tax. You know, we do need to start cutting costs and actually making money. There we go, getting another stewardship just by running around listening to stories. Our stats are already up pretty significantly from where we started. All right, now Matrona, I need you to not panic. I know we have a really good physician and you're about to get pneumonia, but I think I know a cure. It worked! I have no idea how. Okay, now we're being attacked again, and the guy that we're escorting, we're gonna throw him at the crows. There we go. See, we completed the contract, and everyone's mostly okay. They're still gonna pay me full price for that. So something we can also do is request man-at-arms regiments from all of these people. Because on the right side, we do actually have an army. So we can recruit champions, we can recruit mercenaries, and we can raise our own regiments of man-at-arms, which are essentially like highly elite squads of units. Normally, if we owned a province, we would raise mostly levies, but man-at-arms are vastly more skilled, and because we are landless, we also don't really pay them. What is happening? This guy is trying to be my friend while we're both just naked and chilling, and if I say yes, I get 164 stress, go up 2 stress levels, and almost die. I'm also gonna start taking all of these people as concubines. I'm not entirely sure if this works. They can inherit my possession and lunacy, my kids. We literally are just traveling around with one big harem. Unfortunately, my wife is not very happy about the whole polygamy thing, considering she is, I think, Jewish. Oh, and I had my very first son. Hey, he didn't inherit my insanity, but he did inherit my what? What is his face? Okay, now we have gotten the portable shrine, which is fantastic. We can try and convert all of our camp members. There we go. Refuse conversion. Okay, god damn it. There we go. We got our first person. I mean, she might still be practicing Catholicism in secret, but yeah, whatever. I'm just going down the line and forcing everyone to convert to my faith. Wait, is my son my faith? Oh, you better believe it. You better believe he is gay. Oh, Martian, you are now known as the Strange. While your subjects don't think you're evil, you have rather eccentric hobbies. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, and son number 2. Oh my god, he's even worse. Oh god, okay, now we're being threatened by the Queen because France is in a civil war. Well, I don't think I really want to be here anymore. I love doing transcription events, and then my character decides, you know, let's just embellish the words a little. And he's just standing there while the guy is reading like, this was a biblical passage. Why are there dinosaurs in this? Essentially, what I've been doing is going around and doing tons and tons of these contracts. We're getting up to $500 right now, which is pretty solid. Educating our children. Everyone is getting really, really annoyed at the fact that I am polyamorous. And also because I'm super paranoid, possessed, and lunatic. Every 3 seconds, I'm getting an event where I have to question someone on whether they're doing something bad. It does help that everyone is agreeing to convert because I did build 2 things in our camp. First, on our baggage train, we built a good old portable shrine, so we are gonna be able to convert everyone. And of course, to help out with the conversion, I did build a set of torturer's tools. And just to help us out a little bit more, we'll get some mortician's tools too. Oh, I also just realized there is actually a grand tournament going on over here. So whenever there are grand tournaments hosted all around the entire world, we can actually join them as a landless nobody. So this one's over here in Lotharnia. So we'll make our way over here to the grand tournament, and it is a melee followed by a duel. Okay, we are not very competent at either of those things. Oh, that's right. I didn't even qualify because I literally can't do anything. But maybe we might qualify for the duel, which is fantastic. And of course, my guy's first idea is going to the training ground and then riling up a bunch of drunk people to make one of them severely injured. Okay, now we're getting a love letter. Your tall, unfurrowed brow is the rock I cling to in stormy seas. That No. All right, it's time to actually do the duel here. Oh my God, I hate being paranoid so much. Everything I do immediately makes my guy just want to run away. Fortunately, it seems like he is just as incompetent. Oh, okay, we knocked him out in one go just by running at him blindly. And the same tactic of just blindly running at him got me injured. Clearly, there must have been some kind of conspiracy to get me out. And now we have an aggravated wound. Holy crap, getting the option to get our diplomacy skill increased by 3 is insane. So our stats are rapidly going up, which is fantastic. Our major overall goal is to try and get enough stats by traveling all around first, and then beginning to usurp one of these different empires. Increasing our base stats is a lot easier when we're traveling around as opposed to being in one location as a ruler. Oh, and now my son just really wants to bring this whole ass family into our seasonal fling. We'll bring the whole family in because I'm pretty sure I have a job for them. There we go. You could be the camp stooge. I have gotten this crow event of getting attacked by crows like 9 times, I swear. And now I'm going to throw my 8-year-old son into getting wounded for me. Okay, so at this point, we've kind of grinded enough stats to the point where at 10 prowess, we have decent stats and everything. Our marshal's not so great, but it should be okay. And now we are going to begin to build an army, specifically a private mercenary army. So over here, we can use money to increase the size of our armored footman regiments. Now it is going to cost a lot of money. We'll bring it up to maximum size, but right after that, we can then refill our men-at-arms and do it with provisions. So now we will go back up from 100 to about 653 units, and we can get even more men-at-arms and continuously increase their size. Although our army is really, really small, it's also going to be of higher and higher quality, as you can see in the top right. Oh crap, my wife died. She was 55, wow. My poor wife. I shall never forget this day. Also, do you want to be my new wife? There we go, wife number 2 coming in hot. Jesus, man, everyone in my thing is injured. She is scarred, infirm. This guy is wounded. The only person who's been unscathed this whole time is Emperor Flopsis. What I believe I can do, though, is plan a mass pilgrimage. There we go. And we are going to go on a pious pilgrimage. All right, so now we will begin the pious pilgrimage all the ways over there. Oh, I actually didn't realize our camp wasn't going to come with us. That's probably not good. Although my entire pilgrimage seems to be about converting people, and when I can't convert them, I just burn them. We are also going to get ill while we're on this pilgrimage, but now we have pneumonia. Okay, that is pretty bad. Okay, we finally made it all the ways to the Zoroastrianism site, and we can get the trait Pilgrim. I'm actually not sure what this does. Oh, it's actually really good. And now some random lady is yelling at me. Oh, that's my son. Well, I know he is my son. We've got high positive relations. He's only 16, but it's probably a plot against me. Oh, wait, that's all? I didn't even get to level 2 pilgrimage. I barely got anywhere. Well, we got at least a little bit of pilgrimage experience. So we are up to 2,600 faith, which is pretty great. And now the Christians have access to crusades, but we don't really have anything right now, so it doesn't matter. And we didn't die to pneumonia. And let's see if we can cure this lady too. Every time my stress gets high, I just come over here and humiliate the stooge for some free 49 stress loss and barely any loss of opinion. I don't even know who this guy is, honestly. Pretty much everyone in my caravan either looks... Wait, is that my daughter? Sorry, I just saw someone ugly and immediately thought so. I also see this 5-year-old girl. Yeah, you better convert to Zoroastrianism or you're dead. Oh yeah, this random kid also started following me. I had no idea who he was, so I decided to educate him, and he happened to be Zoroastrianism, and now he wants me to be his dad. Wait, he has non-verbal and feral? He's literally feral. What? You know what? He's gonna make the best son I have. I've got a whole bunch of other crappy sons. I mean, just look at the ugly people like that one, and I'm sure there's another one. I mean, he fits right in, to be honest. Okay, so it looks like we got our first mercenary contract, and it's this one guy trying to defend against a peasant revolt, and he's losing. So I'm just gonna accept, but to be honest, I literally don't know where he is. He's over there? What do you want from me? I'm not helping you. Oh, wait, okay, I got here a little bit too late because, wait, is he winning? Okay, he did not win, and actually he increased the size of the peasant army by like 2. I mean, my army's pretty elite, so I should be able to come in here and beat these guys. Okay, yeah, these peasants actually stand no chance because my entire army is just heavy armored footmen. All right, there we go. I love killing locals for free. A bit He didn't even pay me that well. Ooh. I am going to remember that for the future when I need to invade someone. I do also get to get this religious camp, so as long as our camp temperament is relatively good, this should give us, oh my god. It is giving me 6.4 piety. That is more than half of the total piety I am getting. So the higher in piety level I get, the closer we are going to get to reforming our religion and claiming the head of the religion. Oh my god. Faith creation and reformation cost minus 50%, piety per night plus 2. We now have a ludicrous amount of faith, and hopefully we can get to Paragon of Virtue because that will unlock a whole bunch of new decisions. The main thing we're looking for though is to create our own faith because the benefits of making your own faith are ridiculous. I am gonna need to come over here and probably grab one of these holy sites, so we're gonna make our faith somewhere over in this area most likely. All right, well, we've hit yet another mental break, and if we suppress it again, it's gonna hurt a lot. So my options are either become a drunk or super antisocial, and I think I'm already number one. Also, my adopted son is an absolute tank. He is my armorer. He's a champion. His stats are insane. We can spend some quality time with him. He is definitely my real son. Everyone else sucks ass. Okay, I think it's time for us to redeem ourselves. We have another grand tournament that we can head over to. Oh wait, that was the worst grand tournament I've ever seen in my life. Someone just screamed really loud and then it ended. Congratulations, everyone. I wish I never came. So now that we're trying to get involved with wars, we can take a contract over here. I don't really want any land yet, so we could just join the faction to hopefully support them. Oh, never mind. They canceled it, but gave me free money. One of the big reasons why I wanted to have as much faith as possible is because now we can come over to our skills and grab Radiant, which will give us a massive stat boost as soon as I take it. There we go. +1 for each of our levels of devotion, and we have a lot of devotion. Not to mention that it doubles the bonuses, so we get +40 opinion of the people that are of our religion. Now, admittedly, there aren't a lot of those people, but still. Oh, wow, someone sent me over here to tutor their child, which, honestly, I don't know why you would trust me with that. This kid is not insane yet. Wait, I just ended up traveling all the ways to Georgia, and I just realized the people here are close enough to my religion that I could just tell them I'm really religious in something completely unrelated, and all their troops will join me immediately. Okay, these children are getting a little out of hand at this point. I've stopped naming the kids because there are so many children. I'm 75, and, you know, my health is actually relatively good. I'm not sure why I'm malnourished, but we have hit the point where I do want to start getting into the idea of claiming some land, particularly down here. Oh my god, I joined a faction, and immediately because I joined, it has 942% military power of the owner. Okay, now it has over 1,000% military. 41,000? What have I done? Well, I'll just press those demands because there is literally no... I was gonna say there's literally no way they say no. Well, their army is very highly trained, but mine is made up of, I believe, yes, elite quality troops. I've built tons of upgrades on all of my man-at-arms. The moment we intercept them in combat, we should be more than, oh my god, it wasn't even close. So I should just be able to come over here, siege down their main city, and that should be everything. All right, there we go. Now we can just enforce our demands on the Emperor over here, and that should be the end of our war. All right, so by now I've upgraded all of my man-at-arms. We have 3 out of 5, but about 2,800 of the most elite quality I could possibly get. Now, there is a very specific event that I am looking for, a quest, and so I can go and become a sword for hire because hopefully that will end up giving us that quest. So we're gonna come over here and join this faction, which is trying to secede from this guy over here in order to get land and become an actual landed lord. So we could just press the demands right now, and he should say no, and we should be able to completely trounce him. Okay, maybe, why am I at war with the entire world? Oh my god, I went to war with the guy who owns the Persian Empire. I see. You know, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that was a good idea. Okay, so right now, all I'm waiting for is for the Persian Empire to collapse. Because this guy is at war with enough... Oh, wait, he is, okay, it's not looking good. Oh, my god, okay, I've been AFKing for a while because I've been waiting for literally this specific event. This event is so amazing. So we're gonna have to move our camp all the ways over there, and we have to hurry before the entire Persian Empire collapses because it's about to. So as soon as we get here, the peasants are gonna be like, yo, this is really unfair. They're super evil or something. Now, I could tell the peasants that I'm just gonna kill them, or I could tell them I'm gonna help them. So now we get another one, and we can again increase the unruly counties that we support, and yet again another unruly county, and another unruly county, and another. Oh, okay, how many are there? Okay, this is going to be quite the civil war because I'm just running around supporting every single peasant rebellion that is in his entire empire. I don't even know where I am anymore. Okay, I feel as if I've encountered a slight glitch because we are getting to the point where I'm supporting infinite counties. Let's see what happens if I just tell them to die. Oh no, there's more. So what if I just say I'm not gonna help him? Oh! This is where I do it. So now that I've supported like 8 million groups of peasants because we materialized new counties, I get to fight for the peasants, which will give me the peasant leader modifier, which is absolutely insanely good. So now we are going to raise the peasants up, and we have, actually, I don't even know how many we have, but I believe we can also raise our, yep, there we go. We can raise our armies over here. So now, combined with the peasants, we have 5,000 troops sieging down his capital right now. I may be at war with some pretty serious amounts of people, but I mean, we've just drafted his entire country to fight for us. And in the meantime, I'm pretty sure he's busy dealing with, like, the collapse of the entire minus 90% war score. Oh my god. Okay, thank god. The problem is we really can't resupply when we're doing this. I mean, I've lost thousands of peasants and just to attrition. But this should allow us to enforce our demands and, oh my god, we did it. We are a commune. So that means that we no longer have our whole campsite. I also need to disband some of my levies, or some of my guys, because we are losing a lot of money. We also really don't have anything of particular value in our land quite yet, so we are gonna need to reform all kinds of stuff in order to get back on track. But it's official. Wait, what's our name? Friesarchen. We actually are just a commune. Now, fortunately, what is very helpful is that if we go into our lifestyle, we do keep all of the stuff that we got before, and for learning, I got everything. As it stands, I am trying to delve a little bit into torture. Don't worry about that, because I'm sure it will all be completely fine because we have a massive amount of dread and unlocks the murder feast. That's good. So we need to go and fix our entire empire right now because everything sucks a lot. You know what? This culture is nice and all being Roman, but I think we could always switch back to being Roman later. So we're just gonna convert to be Armenian. Go us. Oh, right, because I have 10,000 piety, what I do need to do now is create a new Zoroastrian faith. Now, I don't know if you remember my old Zoroastrian faith, but I am reformed. We've only made a couple of minor changes. All of the tenets are basically the same, except I changed all of them. We are now zealous preachers, warmongers, and we give indulgences. Also, the head of faith will always be Emperor Floppus, and we can appoint and fire clergy at will. So as soon as I click done here, it's only gonna cost a minor 4,750 faith. Unfortunately, we will not have a head of faith quite yet because we do need to get a holy site first, and there should be some nearby, but we will need to get those. I don't think the world is ready for floppism. Also, nobody wants to convert to this religion, but that's okay. I mean, I chose torture for a reason. Okay, so the next goal I found our head of the church is to get over here and take this province specifically. Wait, why is the game giving me the option to usurp the Byzantine Empire? Oh my god. What is happening? It's also exploding. So Persia is just, okay, I don't know how Persia managed to stay intact, but okay, maybe it's not actually so intact. But I guess the Byzantine Empire is burning down now. But anyway, our first goal is that we definitely need to just get our money back on track because we are super omega broke. Also, I know that we just secured all of our land, but this seems like the perfect opportunity to just declare war on the person directly next to us. I need that Duchy of Greater Armenia, and I need it now. Woman? has no reason to stay at court and will soon leave. No, not my daughter. One of my hundreds of daughters. All right, fortunately, my army is like slightly better trained, so I think we'll be okay for the time being at least. Because we've been traveling for so long around the world, all the forts are really, really high level, which is obviously very inconvenient. The only nice part is that at least when we take something, we know it's gonna be high level, so we don't have to upgrade it ourselves. Oh, hey, there's this random guy who just, walked into my castle and he's like, yo, you wanna bang? Now look, I may not be gay, but 300 intrigue lifestyle experience is 300 intrigue lifestyle experience. All right, there we go. Now we can take our second province. I did have to go into a little bit of debt for some special mercenaries, but I mean, we might be okay. Oh my God, the problem with having all these family members is they keep dying. I have so much strat. Oh my God, it's also buffing my stats though like crazy. Oh, come on, I'm trying to get to a grand tournament and my son drowned. One of my concubines died like immediately. Yeah, let's just grab another one. But one of them died immediately. Oh, come on. Now he just died of typhus. Well, the only thing we get to do is become a drunkard now because we don't really have any other options. So I'm just going around and forcing everyone to convert. And if they don't, I immediately imprison them. And then as soon as I imprison them, I should be able to torture them, right? Yep, there we go. We could just torture them and that should help us out a little bit. It's actually very good because the torture apparently gives us, yes, dark insights, which will give us a stacking intrigue bonus. Oh no, he's a lunatic. Hey, he's just like me. He just like me for real. With 2 provinces, we actually now have positive income, but today is also a very special day. It is the 100th birthday of Emperor Flopsis the Strange of Free Zacrian. No one has questioned why he has 5 wives and all of his children are dying and he is incredibly old. I'm also just gonna raise another army over here, declare war yet again. We could just start expanding around a little bit in the north because none of these guys actually have any armies. Oh! How did I only notice this just now? The Byzantine Empire somehow managed to like stay somewhat intact, but Persia just imploded completely, which is actually really good news for us because I want to declare war on this guy right here extremely badly because we need this province to form our head of faith. The fact that I've barely been naming my children is actually coming back to bite me as I see your work is valuable to me. Ugly AF. We could also upgrade our dynasty legacy, I think, which is ironic because it's only gonna be us and we're never gonna let anyone else inherit anything. So I think first we'll just go with ominous reputation just to get more dread, and dread basically just makes everyone really afraid of me. So if I go to my council, most of them, actually none of them are that afraid. My wife is intimidated by me, but everyone else doesn't seem to care. I mean, there's a pretty easy way to solve that. There's a button to do that. It's called torture. Oh no, the guy who followed me around all the time and then I adopted and turned into my son. I think he's actually gonna die now. Oh man, I love being a torturer. This random person is stealing because she's trying to, you know, feed her children or something. Nah, we get to imprison her, and then we can use her to, drum roll please, farm her for skill points. Your son, ugly AF, died of old age. No one is questioning the fact that I'm 111. On the bright side, this does give me a great opportunity to host a funeral, so, you know, never let a death go to waste. Just for showing up, I gained 25 prestige. And now everyone is just sitting around. This guy, my other son, is just bored. He's about to fall asleep. We also just got the ability to form our very first kingdom, which is absolutely amazing. That is going to turn us into a king, obviously, and give us a royal court. Now we can use the royal court system to try and increase our legitimacy, try and increase how, you know, everyone respects us. You know, I genuinely wonder how much of a king's time was just filled with, like, meaningless crap, like people coming up to him while he's sitting on the throne and going like, my neighbor took my cow. Meanwhile, the king is just like, what am I doing here? Okay, our country's also about to get hit by a massive plague that is, you know, just a little pox. But on a slightly better note, we can found a holy order. These guys are completely insane. So as soon as we found a holy order, we can put them right over here. They are a Floppist holy order. That means they will only fight for Floppists. They are located right here in this city. We have our Grandmaster Grigor of the Immortals. Also, someone is trying to seduce my daughter? I don't care. The holy orders are so powerful as someone who founded their own religion, because if we go to mercenaries and then holy orders, orders, these guys are free. You could only use holy orders against hostile faiths, but because literally everyone around us is a different faith, we could just always use our holy orders. Okay, I also just noticed we have the perfect opportunity to come over here and declare war on this guy. He is getting destroyed right now by, I think, like 5 different armies, so we can come in and try and take this entire duchy. His armies are actually in my land, which I didn't even realize, but again, we do get our holy order over here, the Immortals, which is a sick name, by the way. And now we should be completely okay to just destroy this guy, because there is no chance we lose. Wait a minute, my son is attempting to seduce my daughter. Oh no. He's like, what did you just call my daughter, you womanizer? I think there are far greater concerns than the womanizer part right now. By the way, something that is absolutely amazing is that all the ways back when, the reason that I wanted to use a peasant revolt to actually get to this point is because we keep the populist leader trait. Army gold maintenance minus 50% is really good. Okay, finally, I was worried that someone else would end the war and take this land before I could, but now we can come over and enforce our demands, which will more than double the great freedom commune of Hayasta. Why does my name keep changing? Or am I just illiterate? I'm illiterate. But now that we finally have our religious area over here, I should be able to come over here. Yes, create the head of faith, and now that is us. We are declared the Moadban. Yeah, that. I'm surprised it's taken this long for me to get major backlash from all of the other religions that I'm trying to convert. He's got this whole speech about how we're all Armenians at the end of the day, and of course my main response is just no. And then I kill him. Okay, and this is the reason why I wanted to create this head of faith, because now everyone is going to be seeking indulgences. So one of our random mayors over here, he's really sad about all of his sins and stuff. He's willing to just give me $100 for free. It cost me nothing to accept this, and we just get tons and tons of free money. All we have to do is ensure that everyone is generally converted to our faith, and we are pretty soundly just gonna create a money printing machine with religion. Okay, I feel as if I've made a slight mistake, because now Emperor Flopsis is completely naked. Wait a minute, don't tell me, if I go into the royal court, oh my god. It's so beautiful. Everyone else is completely normal. Hi, how are you? Everything is so much better now that he's naked. He's just conducting these like foreign visits with other kings. Okay, now this shows the beauty of Emperor Flops' diplomatic skills. One of my courtiers wants to smooth things over and they need some directions. Maybe improve standing from vassals from minorities, put in a good word among the barons, I don't care what others think, or die. Okay, I'm gonna do something that may or may not be a very scary and risky decision. We're gonna declare war on the Byzantine Empire. As you can see right now, the empire is not looking so hot. And I do have one opportunity to do a kingdom war, so I'll only get one kingdom war, but it's pretty important to be able to grab a pretty good chunk of land. I think I will grab right here. To actually make this somewhat possible, I don't know how, but some random faction in India wanted to ally me, and they have like almost as many troops as I do. Actually, they have more. This is gonna cost a crap load of prestige, but if we could win this, we're gonna get way closer to actually just reforming the Roman Empire. Oh my god, I think we may actually do it. All my allies are coming in, and the Byzantines are a little occupied with the fact that their entire empire is exploding. I'm a little worried for if Persia gets involved, but I think Persia is dealing with their own civil war right now. Everyone is just falling apart. See, why couldn't they just be immortal like Emperor Flopsis? Okay, we're actually gonna be fighting the Byzantines for the first time, but our allies from India are, okay, the Byzantines are actually getting involved continuously? This does not seem like a good time to attack. And then they are going to be crushed by 1,500 troops. We completely destroyed their army, and now I can instantly enforce peace. That is evil. Okay, well, there goes a massive swath of land from them. Oh my god. Now all we have to do is make sure the whole empire doesn't explode, because they're a completely different religion than us. So a slight problem that I think we are running into very quickly is this. I kind of didn't realize that the Mongol Empire just sprang up into being, and I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna deal with it, considering as soon as they border me, they're probably just gonna start declaring war. The only thing I can think of is that if I just continuously murder their leader, it might just fall apart. Yeah, so it's possible that this might work. I'm basically just trying to bribe everyone in the Mongol Empire with my prestigious good word, or money, to try and kill him. Yeah, and some of the vassals of the Mongol Empire literally don't even care. They'll just join this scheme to kill him because why not? Oh, also, finally, I've been trying to promote this legend of how awesome and really, really faithful. I mean, I have 22,000 piety. This is gonna allow me to declare another holy war and just instantly convert masses. Okay, he's naked in the picture too. You have to be kidding me. Well, as long as we can increase the quality, and that is the max level quality, so now we can just complete this and get a ton of bonuses. All right, and that is the war with the Byzantine Empire. That should be all done. There we go. All right, well, this is probably the best chance I'm gonna get to execute our scheme. We've got 85% secrecy, so it's actually pretty good, as well as a 87% chance, actually. So this, oh my god, this looks so dumb. 92% chance. Oh, and he is dead. Genghis who? So now, I'm not really sure what's gonna happen to the Empire, because that is gonna cause a bit of a secession war, possibly. I mean, he's gonna get negative relations with a lot of his vassals, I would assume. And, you know, to make it even better, actually, what are my odds of it? You know, it's getting harder to kill him, so what about seducing him? Not attracted to men. The other guy was. Well, guess I'm just gonna have to murder him again. Okay, well, the Khanate number 2. Let's see if we can just kill him as well. And we poisoned him. Genghis who? Number 2. Khan number 3. You know, they keep saying Genghis, but no one in this tree has the name Genghis. Also, I was trying to get it at this point. Now their leader is a 3-year-old child, and I don't think it's gonna go over very well because she has like 0 stats. Oh, you know, I actually have a really good chance of murdering the 3-year-old child as well. Uh-oh. Well, it seems like the Mongol Empire, despite me assassinating their leaders over and over and over again, still wishes to kill me. Well, unfortunately, if I say no, I will most assuredly die. So I do have to submit to the Mongol Empire here. Oh my god, she's making me her spy master? No way. And she's giving me vassals. Wait a minute. This literally couldn't have gone better. She's just giving me all the land that I was trying to take anyways. Actually, it seems like I have a decent chance of overthrowing this guy as regent? Oh yeah, also, let's just kill the Byzantine Emperor real quick. I mean, you know, let's just get that out of the way. Okay, wow, my success chance is already like almost 100%, so I could just execute this immediately, and oh my god, I am now the regent of the Mongol Empire. Well, I guess the only guy who actually has a proper claim to the throne, we could just kill him, and then we're probably gonna go kill the next guy too. Oh my god, I did it! I did it! All I had to do was kill like 90 people. Oh, now I just have to murder this child. Oh my god, wait. She knows that I murdered her family. It's literally a modifier right there. But she can't do anything about it because I'm a regent. So now the only thing I have to do, I think, is just bribe everyone as part of this final scheme. Wait. No, the primary heir changed. It's now this newborn. Oh, you gotta be... Ah, you're making this so hard for me. And it's so goofy. And now, okay, again, I am the primary heir. No one is suspicious of the 172-year-old man where every single person has died in the regency. And there we go. She was almost to the age where she could take this from me. And now I have inherited the Mongol Empire. Okay, the Mongol Empire is it's gotten considerably smaller. But it seems like it actually worked out. We just defeated the entire Mongol Empire by, you know, becoming the Mongol Empire. Well, we set out today to reform the Roman Empire. And, you know, we did something kind of similar to that in a very abjectly different way. We have taken over the Mongol Empire, and actually, I think I could just turn this into the Persian Empire really quick anyways. So I could just create the title, make it my primary title, destroy the entire Mongol Empire right there. Oh, it worked! Oh, it worked! Oh my god, it worked! Finally! The game kept doing this weird thing where it would immediately strip me of every single piece of claim and land I had, and I had no idea why it was happening. So I just decided to destroy the Mongol Empire title completely, and it fixed the problem. Well, I basically managed to stabilize the empire, just to give away a lot of land and execute a lot of people, but it seems to be generally working, especially with our 100 dread, our ridiculously high stats because we're immortal. This video clearly didn't turn out as I intended, but with the naked man in the top left, but this was pretty fun anyways. Again, thank you to Paradox for sponsoring this, although as soon as I got early access to the DLC, I wanted to check it out anyway. And the whole addition of landless nobles is a pretty cool mechanic. There are a couple of bugs so far that I've noticed, like, you know, the period. But when I was actually doing this video, originally the immortal trait was actually bugged, and it would give all of your vassals like a minus 10,000 opinion of you. I reached out to Paradox about it, and they fixed it 1 day later. So I assume most of the bugs are gonna get fixed pretty quickly, if they're not already. Either way, thanks for watching. See ya.